Well, folks, I don't know if this is a great idea, but this is race morning. It's a late race morning. The race is only 20 minutes from the house, so I got a little bit later start. Sun's already up. It's really strange to have that happen, but my race morning starts off with breakfast. And I always pretty much have the same breakfast, and this breakfast works for me. It may not work for you, but it does work for me. Find your breakfast, practice your breakfast, work your breakfast. For me though, what I'm gonna have this morning is I'm gonna eat a banana. See, I've got a plate full of fresh fruit, a real big plate full of fresh fruit, and an oatmeal bar and a cup of tea. That's where I'll start my morning off before I head down to the race and see how we do today. I hope this is some really great information, because I love bringing you guys really great information.
Hey, good morning everybody. First race weekend of 2022. It's kind of a nippy day here in Sarasota, Florida. But I'm going to show you a little bit of my race ritual, what I do on race morning at the race, starting right now. You want to make sure your bike is ready to go before you get to the race. Now I'm going to do the things I do before I head over to transition. Having come from a race car background, I'm very particular on my tire pressures. I want to make sure that I'm at exactly 95 pounds in the front and the back. I find it makes a difference for me. And for you, if you're worried about how often you should pump your tires, it should be every single ride to the exact same amount so you have no surprises in how your bike handles. Got to get the new sponsor logos in. Link in the description below. Setting up your transition, you have to be very, very meticulous on race morning. You might be a little tired, you might not be feeling that great or be completely amped up to go, but you got to pay really close attention to how you do your transition. You'll see in a card above a transition series on how to pack and set up and go through a transition. There'll also be a link at the end of the video. If you're getting value from this video, drop down below and give me a thumbs up. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set up my transition here, and you can watch me do this and get myself set up for the transition. Very meticulous, everything in order. I use elastics to hold up my shoes. I practice it every single solitary time that I mount my triathlon bike in training. That's the best way to learn how to do this. If you see in my bag, you'll see all these individual bags set up. They come out of the bag in exactly the order that they need to go onto the transition area. This one's got all my setup here. Next one out is going to be the last item that I use, and that's my run gear. I do that in the pack this way so that when I take this out, it goes all the way to the back of the transition area. I'll put my hat and my number underneath my shoes. I won't put those on until I actually leave transition on the run. I use socks. I blouse my socks. What that means is you take your socks and you pull them up like this. That way when you stick your toe in, it goes right in and you pull the sock on. Now this is a sprint race and I won't use these, but I brought them anyway. These are calf sleeves. I'll use these in Olympic and longer. I don't take the time to put them on in a sprint race. I tape my legs with KT tape to keep my calves tight. but I normally blouse those and also put those down. Same thing with any aids you might want to use, like a knee brace. You want to have that set up and ready to go. Now the next one out of the bag is the riding bag, but I'll set up my helmet. And what you want to do with your helmet is you want to make sure it's unstrapped, open, and ready to go, so that when you pick it up, it goes on, boom, one motion. I use transitional sunglasses from Rock Bros, link in the description below, and I use Foggies. I'll throw a link down there for these two. These items, you can find them on Amazon. I am an Amazon associate. I will make a little commission. Linda, please. And I'm going to put that in the video. Linda's right here, one of my good friends. I expect her to be on a winning team and me not, but that's beside the point.
Go, John, go!
So I use these. Link in the description below. I'll make a little off of Amazon, but these are not sponsored by me at all. I buy these, I pay for them. They're a great deal. With the Foggies, you want to put on a nice smooth coat and leave it there to dry. I'll use these both on my sunglasses and my swim goggles to keep them from fogging up. Water temperature this morning is 66, so I'll definitely need those. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure your sunglasses are, again, where you just pick them up and stick them on. Don't fold them up, don't put them under something, just cover them, do it this way. Last thing out, swim. We'll definitely be needing the wetsuit. Make sure you use the cap assigned to you, because that's the wave colors work that way. Get your goggles ready. I use the Foggies, single coat, and let it dry. All right, so other than putting on the wetsuit, I'm ready to go. If I'm going to show you race day rituals, I got to show you them all. This actually is a very, very important part of racing. Here we go. So the last thing I do before the race is to put on my wetsuit. I use the trie slide right here, and I really paint myself down really, really good with it. Ready to race? Wish me luck. I'll let you know at the end. So race day routines don't end when you start the race. You got to have the routines after the race. Time to clean up and get ready to head home after taking a nice second place finish. Wanted to do this little recap outside, but the wind is really kicked up. So I'm going to give you this recap of the race on the way home. You saw my routine setting up. You saw my routine tearing down. And I got to tell you, I had a pretty good race. Came in second in my age group. And had a little problem in the swim. I haven't swam much because of Christmas holidays and all. So it was a little bit slower swim than I really wanted to have. And then I had a little issue on the run, but it kind of cleared itself up. I had a pretty good run and just had a great bike. It was a wonderful day. I had some fun, saw some friends, made some friends, YouTube friends. It was really, really good. Now it's time to head on home and grab a shower and relax for the rest of the day. Having a structured routine that I've done before every race for the last couple of years has really increased my performance at the race. Breakfast, setup, being ready to go has allowed me to concentrate on the race and brought me many, many more podium finishes than I've ever thought I could have. The last 6 races have been third, first, second. So seeing that having a structured routine is what you're going to need to help you get better results. So if you don't have to think about what you're doing when you're at the race, having that structured routine will give you better performances each and every race day. So if this video has brought you value, go ahead and drop down below, give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe. I'm gonna ask you to leave me a comment. What is your routine before a race? And share this out with all of your friends. This is Coach John. Boom! I'm out.